Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. This is Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So we have some more Fallout information after the Cash and Cinco breakup. But before we get to that, there's a couple updates on some of the other Love Island USA Season 3 Islanders. So allegedly, potentially, Kyra and Will might be back together. For the past few weeks or so, they've been posting either hiking at the same location, but not like featuring each other. And then in one of Will's stories, you could hear Kyra talking in the background and giggling. And then they will post like the same DoorDash meals, the same type of carry-out meals or whatever in each of each other's stories. And it's like, okay, just tell us you're back together without telling us you're back together. I think for whatever reason, Will has some sort of hold on Kyra, to be completely honest with you. I think she was all team, single for like a hot second. And then I think, whatever happened, Will must have roped her back in. And instead of, facing public embarrassment and public humiliation from the public, they're just going to keep whatever it is that they are back to doing private, since the last time Will got exposed, because Will always exposes himself and always is for the streets. So we will see. We will keep an eye on it if they ever come out and say they're back together officially, or if it'll just continue to be in the background. So we'll see what comes of that. The only other couple that's still together is Josh and Shannon. They're still going strong. I believe they got tattoos recently of their zodiac signs. Also, I believe Olivia and Corey have recently flown out to LA. Not sure if it's for an engagement of some sort or something for a brand association, or if they are out to visit the LA Season 3 Islanders, which would include Trina, Leslie, Kyra, Will, and so forth. So, more to come on that. But let's get to the Cash and Cinco stuff. So, as you know, yesterday, they both released statements in their Instagram stories that it was over, this and that. A lot of people have questions. Some people are in denial still. Some people are arguing with other people. Some people are gloating. Everybody has like an array of reactions to this. But the biggest thing is a lot of people have questions because they don't understand why Cash has out a birthday blog that she just put out recently, and then boom, you announce this breakup. But people were doing some analysis of that birthday blog, and if you paid attention to it, there were obvious cracks. There were obvious things where you could tell either Cinco looked uncomfortable or he was low-key shading Cash. And I've been telling you guys for the past couple of months, there have been things that have been off. So either they were just trying to keep up appearances for social media or what have you, or Cinco was scared of the fans and scared of the backlash. But whatever it was, I am glad everybody can go their separate ways and everybody can finally move on. So, because there was just too much obsession. And now people on social media are saying that say no to black love and all this and that. No. You shouldn't have propped this up in the first place because we all knew what it was. Certain people were in denial. Cinco showed you who he was on the show, who he truly was interested, how he moved with each of the different women he was interested in. The way that he treated Trina was not the same way he treated Cash. The way he treated Leslie was not the same way he treated Cash. The way he treated Genny was not the same way he treated Cash. So that right there, I always knew what the situation was. But again, people will send hate. People will try to bully people if you try to speak out. If you try to give an opinion, people think that you're a hater. And it's not being a hater. It's about looking at reality. It's about looking at body language. It's about following Cinco's friends for the past several months and watching what they are capturing, what the real deal is on camera, and not what Cash is posting. And then apparently Cash is, saying that she wants privacy and that she's going to take time off of social media. But now she is, I guess, obsessively watching the tag and blocking all these people. And I don't understand why do that. Why, if you're going to take a social media break, take the break. You have family stuff going on, just take the break. Why do you care what people think about this breakup? Why does it matter to you? Like, I don't understand. And then you told people not to post any sad edits, and some fans are still posting edits of the two of you. Like it's a memorial or like a funeral is happening. Like I don't understand. You guys, it is reality TV. You guys should never be invested in these couples ever. Unless there's a couple like a Josh and Shannon that appears to be going the distance, or like a Cam and Leroy from the challenge that are going the distance. In situations like that, it's one thing where you know the couple is in it for the long haul. But if it's only a few months post-show and you guys are asking about wedding bells and you guys are putting together, all of these wedding types of edits and everything else and blowing up Cash and Cinco's DMs and putting all of these weird comments on their pages and in their Instagram lives, like it was just too much. It was too much. So as of now, as far as the unfollowing goes, Cash has unfollowed Cinco on both Twitter and on TikTok. She still, however, as far as I know, they're still following each other on Instagram, but she has unfollowed Cinco at least on TikTok and on Twitter. So there's that. But again, I just think if you guys, sometimes you have to take out the emotions and the personal feelings that you feel about certain people that you support and look at things from an objective perspective. And look at some of the signs, some of the warning flags, some of the red flags that are taking place and realize that things are not adding up. Realize that something is amiss. If Cash is the only person that's flying all out to Cinco all the time, that's an issue. But yet Cinco has no problem flying out when it's for a brand deal or if it's for one of the cast reunion trips. He has no problems flying out for that. So that right there should tell you that's not a good look. And to this day, I still never seen Cash with Cinco's mom. Now, granted, Cinco's mom looks like she wants no parts of this reality TV stuff. But again, just the obsession with, the other parent who was reminding me so much of Caleb's mom. Like real talk, was reminding me of Caleb's mom with the obsession with gaslighting fans on social media and arguing back and forth with them. It was too much. It was too much. Breakups happen. These things happen. Sometimes in some situations, I'm not specifically saying with Cash and Cinco, but sometimes for certain couples, certain shows will market them to the fans because they'll look at the algorithms while the show is airing and seeing which cast members are getting the most traction, which cast members are trending. So sometimes what they will do is say, hey, we need you guys to stay together after the show for 3 months. We need you guys to stay together after the show for at least 6 months. And you guys are going to get some brand deals. You guys are going to get some of this and that. But we need you guys to stay together for either 3 to 6 months after the show until your contract expires. Sell the dream on social media, on Instagram and everything else to your followers so you can get more followers, so you can get more brand deals. And then once that 3 months is up or once that 6 months is up, you guys can officially end it and say it's over or whatever, or give your statement or whatever. That happens too in a lot of these reality TV situations. And again, I'm not specifically saying that is what Cash and Cinco were, but I'm saying that happens too with some of these couples. So again, this is why you can't be super invested. It's one thing if people are looking to go the distance, but unless it has not been at least a year or at least a couple of years that these couples have been together and going strong, you have to take it for what it is. You can't get attached to them. You can't get attached to them as a couple. You can't get attached and think that there's wedding bills or they're going to go the distance. A lot of times, some of these people feel pressure to choose certain people because of a fan base. And then that's even more problematic because then when the actual breakup does happen, a lot of people are confused. A lot of people are stuck because they don't know what went wrong. And they don't know the behind the scenes stuff of people feeling pressured to stay with somebody that they aren't interested in romantically, or feeling the pressure that they don't want to be bullied by a fan base. So they'll still try to ride it out, but anytime you see them in pictures or in footage, they look completely disinterested. And then this whole thing of, oh, well, people like to be private, but you're not private on other platforms. You're not private around other people. You want to use private around a certain person, which was giving me Caleb tease, which was giving me Caleb vibes. The only difference is, honestly, Caleb sold it a lot better. Cinco has no poker face. Cinco told you for the past few months on his face what his real thoughts were. People just choose to ignore it because they like Cash. So they didn't want to believe what they were seeing, and they were thinking, oh, just because Cash and Cinco are physically together doesn't mean that they are actually together, or that they're actually happy together, or that things are on the up and up with them. Like I said, go back and watch that S'more Day interview. Go back and watch Cinco's friend's birthday footage back from December. Watch the New Orleans footage for Cash's birthday. Even then, the energy was off. The signs were there. It's just a matter of when you try to point things out to people, you're not doing it out of a place of malice or a place of hatred or a place of negativity or to cause drama. You are doing it because you've seen this movie before. You've seen other reality stars. You've seen other reality shows. You've seen how these dating shows happen where at first it appears that a couple is like on the up and up. But no. It really isn't. They put on a show for us when really there was drama behind the scenes. Or no. They kept up appearances long after they broke up because they were scared of the fans. So again, you can't get attached to these reality stars like this. To the point that people now are still fighting 6 months later over who likes who. Over, who's gloating or who's upset or why certain people are quiet or why certain people are stalking social media to find out what the reactions are. Like, this is why you can't get attached to these reality stars. You have to accept what the show is for what it is. And once you do that, you're golden. You're Gucci. Because you already know what it is. You're like, hey, that's great if they stay together, but I expect a breakup announcement within the next 3 to 6 months. And a lot of people didn't even expect this to even make it to Valentine's Day anyways. So again, if you guys look at what's been happening the past couple of seasons, especially with the US version of the show, the US version does not have the same track record as the UK does. So that right there should have told you what it is. So now there's only one couple that is together across all 3 seasons. And that's this last season, season 3. But again, I think if you guys, look at it from the perspective, if you look at it objectively, you can like certain people, you can like certain reality stars on these dating shows, you can root for certain people. But if you just don't remove the part of being super invested, remove the part of being sold on the love story and the dream, that's a part of it. To sell the dream, to sell that you are in this bubble for 6 to 8 weeks of a show and everything's romantic, everything's glorious, you're getting to know each other and everything else, but the real world still has to happen. and whether or not you really connect in the real world, or whether or not you are together for PR purposes. So you always have to take that into account when you watch these shows. You always have to take into account who is real and who is keeping up appearances because they were the most trended couple on the show, even though they might have had better connections with other people. Because that's sometimes how producers can manipulate certain situations. They can say, hey, oh, this person is trending #1 every episode. We need you two to get together, even though there may not be romantic interest there. But this is what happens sometimes. And you guys have to take off the blinders. Do not get attached to these couples, especially the black couples. Because, especially on CBS, there's a certain type of black male cast member that they cast on these shows. And it's not the typical, you know what I'm talking about. You already know. So, but again, just people are better at hiding it than others. And that's the only difference here. That's the only difference. And now people are tagging Genny again, and she confirmed, obviously, that she slept with Cinco and that they had the threesome or whatever, but, wanted to make it clear that she was not the reason that they broke up. And then randomly, Amy is in Cinco's comments again, which now has me more sussed out about the whole LA situation, because now I want to know the real tea on LA. Because you just don't unfollow people. And now it makes sense why Cash quickly unfollowed Genny after she did that live. And now it makes sense why Cash either blocked or unfollowed Amy. It's giving me the same tease. But the season 3 cast is too messy. And there's so much that they have covered up that's why things look sus to you. Because they've been trying to cover for each other for so long for some of the scandalous things that are happening behind the scenes, that when breakups like this are announced out of random, you have no clue what's happening. You have no clue why this happened yesterday out of the blue. But just keep that in mind, guys, moving forward. And those are all the thoughts I have. Please keep in mind there's no hate, no negativity in the comments, or I'll turn off the comments. Again, these are people. These are reality stars. These breakups happen. There's no need to send hate. You can give your opinion on whether or not you thought Cinco and Cash would last, or whether or not you saw the signs from the beginning that this was not a good couple and this and that. It is not anybody being a hater. It's not anybody trying to spread hate or negativity. It's just somebody's opinion. And that's where we have to understand the difference. Hating somebody is calling them out their name, or, name calling, doing different things of that nature. But if you're simply critiquing a situation where you're saying, hey, these are the examples that I felt that Cinco was not as into Cash as people wanted to make it seem, that's not hating. That's pointing out facts. That's pointing out your observation based off of certain events that have taken place post-show or whether on the show. And I think that's why so many people were scared for so long and either hid in group chats or hid in DMs about certain things that they were seeing because they got attacked. But people knew. Even people close to the Islanders knew. Because certain people who were close to multiple Islanders were spilling tea. Because they were tired of the show. And they were tired that they can't really be their true selves on social media because of certain fan bases. So please no hate in the comments, guys. Again, it is okay to have a difference of opinion. We're not monolithic here. We're not groupthink here. We all can have different opinions. It is okay. But please do not send hate. Please do not make it hate if somebody disagrees with you. That is okay. Just no fighting, no arguing, no negativity, no bullying in the comments. All right, but let me know what you guys think about this. What do you guys think about Will and Kyra potentially being back together? What do you think about Cinco and Genny hooking up, even though they lied about it at first? What do you guys think about Josh and Shannon still being together? Do you guys think they'll go the distance, or do you think they'll maybe last another 6 months to a year? What do you guys think? And what do you guys think of the fallout of the Cash and Cinco breakup? What are your thoughts? Please let me know. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the next time I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys again very soon. And I will update you if there's anything else that comes out of this breakup.